All right, let's talk about how movie studios are absolutely destroying the theater and movie industry as a whole and with their theatrical release windows. And I'm going to explain that with two specific examples from Twisters and Fall Guy. Let's start with Twisters. Twisters, a sequel to a 90s movie, which was absolutely beloved, and people are highly anticipated for this one now. It has a great cast, star studded with people like Glenn Powell, Daisy Edgar Jones, and just rising stars across the board. This movie debuted at number one in the box office, crushed expectations, and had great word of mouth and passion going for the movie. It was in theaters for exactly 1 month before it hit streaming. That is insane for a movie that just blew expectations out the water and that people genuinely beloved and has a very high critic and audience score. It makes no sense this movie was only in theaters for 1 month. People can only go see this one time and may not even have to see it before it hits streaming. And then let's go to Fall Guy. Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, two A-list actors that people absolutely adore and love. This movie was in theaters for all of 17 days before it hit streaming. That is insane. Studios are conditioning the audiences to just wait at home for movies to be released. It makes no sense at all having a 17 release day window. That is insane. You're destroying the industry by doing that, studios. I wish you would understand that. It's very frustrating for me as someone who just absolutely loves movies and who's come to really adore them to just see like what you're doing and like you don't realize that the audience is just like they don't want this. People want to be able to talk about movies. They want to go to the movies. Like you may not be able to see it the first, second weekend, but once word of mouth starts to spread and you start to see it at the box office making tons of money, then people are going to go out and see it now. But with the 17 days, 1 month, people have no time at all because you have to get babysitters. I mean, you have to drive. You have to go to the movie theaters. It's a hassle sometimes. But if you can plan accordingly, you can make it work. But if you know it's going to hit streaming in 1 month, why bother? Why bother? Think about it, studios. You can make so much money if you just give it that 1 month, 2 month release schedule within whatever month that may be. You can make that money back. You can make some of your budget back. And then when it hits streaming too, it's already got the word of mouth. People have already discussed it. They've talked about it. They've seen it online. And now it's debuts at number one. You may hit more subscribers coming in to see this movie specifically. But when you just release it straight to like streaming, and then release schedule, it just makes no sense at all. It's insane behavior, and I wish studios would start to realize that and take a step back and like you're conditioning the audience to just destroy the movie industry. And it's really just like if you look at the tombstone 50 years from now, where that Hollywood movies have just been destroyed, it's gonna say you did it to themselves. Studios have just done it to themselves with what they've done with it, conditioning the audiences with these limited release schedules straight to streaming. The stream model has just absolutely just not worked out recently. COVID, it was necessary and needed, but recently just releasing them straight to there and just limited release schedules, it's just not working. It's not happening. You see these movies not making money because people know they can just wait at home and it's going to be there 1 month, 2 months. Inside Out 2, insane run at the theaters, highest grossing anime movie of all time because it had great word of mouth. People started to go back and see it more and more and more times. Deadpool and Wolverine is the same example. Leave your movies in theaters for longer periods of time. You will make more money. And then when it hits streaming, people now want to go see it again, or they may want to see it for the first time. They've taught about it, they've heard about it, they know it's a great movie and well received.